Here are Detroit Free Press election results. Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer will remain Michigan's chief executive, according to Tuesday's unofficial election results. The margin was just over 10 percentage points. Whitmer won with 54.5% of the vote, compared with 44% for Republican challenger Tudor Dixon. In other statewide races, Democratic incumbents Attorney General Dana Nessel and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson defeated their Republican challengers Matthew DePerno and Christina Caramo, respectively. Proposal 3, which enshrines a right to abortion in the Michigan Constitution, passed. Election results for one of the most expensive U.S. House races in the nation show Democrat and U.S. Representative Elissa Slotkin defeated Republican State Senator Tom Barrett for Michigan's 7th congressional district seat. In Metro Detroit, public transit millages were approved across the board in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties. For more election results, go to freep.com.
Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Emma Stein with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, November 10th, 2022. Tuesday's election was an overall win for Michigan Democrats. Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, and Attorney General Dana Nessel all won re-election. Whitmer said she and her team are going to, quote, step on the accelerator and bring progressive change to the state. All 3 ballot proposals passed. The most notable was Proposal 3, which will put the right to an abortion in the Michigan Constitution. Many voters told the Free Press that abortion was the most important issue for them on the ballot, and it drove them to the polls. The other proposals enshrined voter ID laws and early voting in the state constitution, and will put new transparency measures and term limits in place for state lawmakers. And despite national trends and Republican claims of a red wave, Michigan Democrats took control of both the state House and Senate. This is a historic win, and it's the first time the Democrats have the majority in both chambers in 40 years. Voter turnout was remarkably high, especially for in-person voters. There were also more than 12,000 same-day voter registrations, many of which were in college towns. Lines spanned for hours in both Ann Arbor and East Lansing as students waited to both register and vote late into the night. In the August primary, voters in Jamestown Township voted to defund their only library because its staff refused to remove LGBTQ books. The library board put the millage back on the ballot on Tuesday, hoping that with more residents aware of the measure, it would pass. It failed. Without the taxpayer funds, the library will be forced to close. Book banning and education reform have become major talking points for Michigan Republicans, feeding into a growing national movement. A GoFundMe for the library raised about $265,000, but the Patmos Library Board said it won't be enough to sustain it long term. Connor Cook, a gay man who grew up in Jamestown, said he was shocked when he found out the millage failed. He knows it's a religious town and a conservative area, but losing access to the township's only library will have a significant impact on the community, especially because so many families homeschool their children. He said he's also worried about how isolated the LGBTQ+ children must feel in the town right now.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. Detroit Red Wings forward Tyler Bertuzzi has been out since mid-October with a broken hand. As the Red Wings prepare for a lengthy trip out west, Bertuzzi could be returning to the ice in that span. Predictably, he is excited about the prospect of returning to the ice.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to come back. The guys are been doing really well. Gelling well together, and you guys have been awesome. So I'm excited to get back. I didn't think it was going to be good, and unfortunately, it wasn't. Yeah.
How were you at home with the little one? Were you able to? Did it get you out of diaper duty or?
No, for probably a week. I got surgery. I got a pin put in, so after a week, I was pretty good, so I could pick her up and whatnot.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. I'll see you tomorrow.